All right, we are in Algebra 1, Lesson 3-2. Today's date is the 13th of November. It's 11/13. Make sure you have your name on your notes. Today we're doing inequality word problems. So I gave you a few different keywords, and they're read from the left to the right. So if you go from the right to the left, then they're all backwards. But if I want to say that x is something than some number, like x is slower than some number, x is slower than 2, x is cooler than 2. If I read from the left to the right, that's how I read all of these. So slower, cooler, under, less, shorter, they're all kind of like smaller type of words. And I know that a lot of us know these, but I'm listing those here for us. And then we have like the bigger, the faster, the warmer words, faster, warmer, over, more, taller, after, heavier, higher, older, things that are bigger. And that because this means greater than. So those are just kind of a cheat sheet on how to use these words on word problems. So in each word problem, you should be looking for these words or something similar to these words to let you know if it's a less than symbol, a greater than symbol. And I'm pretty sure for all the word problems, the ones that I've done at least, they don't have any less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. It's going to be one of these two. So that's your hint. And you should be thinking about that, wow, when I'm going to be in like 2 weeks thinking about the test and I have a word problem, I don't have to worry about less than or equal to. I just need to do a less than or a greater than. All right, so I need a beautiful voice. All of you have beautiful voices. So I need a beautiful voice, any one of us, to read example number 1. For XP, of course. Andres has already participated, though. He would have handed in his participation card. Can someone else participate? No? Okay, Andres, go for it.
If oxygen is warmer than negative 183 degrees Celsius, it will be gas. Write an inequality that is true for temperatures T at which oxygen is a gas.
Okay, so somewhere in there, find one of these words. Underline it. Do you see something that tells you whether or not you're going to be a greater than or a less than? What do you see in there? Go ahead and underline the word that you see there. Does someone want to share what word they underlined? Jose?
Warmer.
Warmer, yeah. Oxygen is warmer. And kind of a little trick is if you look next to the word is, can you just do an arrow or circle the word is? Anything that's next to the word is will generally be the indicator of if you're a less than or if you're a greater than. It's kind of like our equality, right? When we had our equality, we said x is 3, x equals 3. Is was the equal sign, but since we're on inequalities, the not equal sign, we have to have the not equal to indicator to the next or to the right or the left of that. Okay, so we say oxygen is warmer. That means we're probably going to be dealing with a greater than sign because warmer is right there. It's with the greater than sign. So when I come down here, I know my variable is going to be t. So let's go ahead and I'll just write that down, t. And I need this to be a less than or greater than. Can someone regurgitate that to me? T is greater than or t is less than? What am I going to be writing next to this t? Sergio?
Greater than.
Greater than. There it is. T is greater than. And Sergio, do you know what number I'm going to be writing next to this?
Negative 183.
Negative 183. There it is. That is the answer for example 1. Let's come back here and not look at our lunch count, but come back. Oh, yeah. Classcraft. It is expensive. Come back here to Algebra 1. I should have had this set up. Oh, yeah. Teams have been updated. Let me come back and do some things. So Fernando for the warm-up, you got 50. Who else did the warm-up? Andres, I think. Warm-up. Andres did the reading. Sergio just did that problem. Did anyone else? Is there anyone else that I missed? And Jose, thank you. All right. Now we're on example 2. Go ahead and volunteer. Who wants to read? Someone aside from Andres? Someone new, hopefully? Yeah, go for Jennifer.
Riley is taller than Alex. Alex is 21 inches tall. Write an inequality that compares Riley's height, T, to Alex's.
There it is. All right, so why am I not finding you, Jennifer? It's alphabetical and I still can't find it. Okay. Perfect. So we have 2 people. Don't know if they're females or males, but we know that Alex is the taller, or sorry, Riley is the taller of the 2. So we know what variable that we're going to be using, and for some reason height is t here. I'm going to make a teacher's note for my next year's notes to change that value. Don't write that down. All right, so I know that my variable is going to be t. Let's go ahead and write our t, and we need to figure out if that t is less than or greater than. Go ahead and look in this problem. Look for one of these key words in there. Are you going to be using a less than or a greater than? Underline one of those words. It's probably going to be next to the word is, just as that hint. Now look at your group. Did they underline the same word? All right, then volunteer. What word did you underline? Jessica. Taller, yep. Taller. And that means, Jessica, I'm going to be writing what type of inequality? Greater than. And what's the number going to be?
21.
Greater than 21. There it is. T is greater than 21. Thank you, Jessica. There we go. Let go. Okay. And our final example, it's a much harder, much wordier problem. Who wants to read this one? This is a true story, by the way. True story, bro. Monte's giving me that look like I might want to do it, but I just need someone to push me over the edge. Who wants to do it? I want someone to do. All right, Jose, go for it.
Math was used to discover Neptune in 1846. Let x represent any year, write an equality in terms of x in 1846 as true only for the values of x that represent the year before Neptune was discovered.
Nice, yeah, thank you. And this is a true story. So back in 1846, we actually used, I don't even know what equation, it's like Kepler's equation or something like that. We used math to predict that Neptune was a planet. We discovered a planet using math, and then sure enough, we pointed our telescopes right where our math told us, and it's like, bing, there it is. That's how Neptune was discovered. So kind of cool. Math is useful in that regard. So I need you guys to underline a word. So which word am I going to underline? It's going to be one of these. Which of those words in here are you going to underline? Go ahead and do that now. And check with your group. Did they underline the same word? Let me come back and give you your XP, Jose. All right, quiet raise hand. What word did you underline? Monse. Before. And what is that going to mean? Are we going to have x is less than or greater than? Less than, and what's our number? 1846, yeah. 1846 or 1846. Yeah, very nice, Monse. And that's all there is to it. So make sure you know those key words, analyze the problem, and make sure that you're writing your variable with the correct inequality. Are there any questions about today's lesson? All right.